Oh, I can't wait for this chat. I was on the sports bar last night from 10 p.m. and my goodness, it was just from playing You'll Never Walk Alone to Darren Lewis laughing at me, Darren phoning me up asking if I'm all right. I got texts from Jack Wilshere over the weekend asking me if I'm all right. I got FaceTimes from Charlie Austin asking if I'm okay. I mean, it's been like that the whole weekend.
But it's good he got battered. Not ideal, is it?
We did get battered.
I said yesterday, when you look at that team Manchester United had, and then you looked at the bench, to get beat 5-0 by Liverpool, it's a total embarrassment, mate. Yeah. It is.
I mean, Liverpool should be ashamed of themselves not scoring another goal with 40 minutes to go against 10-man Man. No, I've got no defence. We were appalling. The better team won. I should say, not only did the better team win, but you're talking about Liverpool now, one of the best teams in world football, with arguably the best player on the planet, Mohamed Salah. We got battered by a phenomenal outfit.
And one of the best managers.
Yes.
That makes a difference.
Yes. Listen, it pains me to say it. I can't fault Liverpool at all. I really can't. They are just ridiculously good at the moment. They are going through such a purple patch. It's frightening. They look incredible. They're my favourites.
They're 11. Now. They're 11's pretty impressive.
They are. They're wonderful. But at the same time, we were appalling. And you've just heard various names they're talking about, the coaching or lack of coaching at the club. And I think everyone takes a bit of the blame. I think the players take a blame. I think the board take a blame. I think the manager takes a blame. Yeah. I'm not saying an equal part, but everyone's involved. It's, there's no hiding place for anyone. People have been asking me, what would I do with Solskjaer? Would I sack him, etc.? The board aren't going to sack him. You heard Gary Neville talking about that after the game of the weekend. He obviously has an in at Old Trafford. He obviously knows people there. So if he says, I don't think they're going to sack him, they're going to stick by Ole, you sort of feel he knows and they're not. And then words coming out today, that's exactly what's happening. So they're not going to get rid of him.
I just think the international break, the next one, what is it, 3 games? I think that's what, if they're going to make a decision, it'll be then. They've got Spurs, Atalanta and City. I think he's got them 3 games. It's the international break.
Can I ask,
that's when they'll make a decision.
With those 3, go through one at a time. What do you think is minimum requirement in each game for Solskjaer to keep his job? So
win 2 of them. And not get battered 5-0 by City. Okay.
So you think a draw at White Hart Lane and a draw against Atalanta?
No.
You're not good enough.
They have to win against Spurs. A draw at Atalanta, they'll take 100%. And not getting battered against Manchester City. I mean, that if they get beat 5-0 again, I mean, he can't, can he?
You think not?
I can't. But I think the Champions League game, you take that out, they get a point there, they'll be happy. Because they got the 3, didn't they?
Tough game as well.
Yeah. I mean, they'll take the point there. But they were missing 5 players, Atalanta, the other day. When Ronaldo, they came back from 2-0 down, which was a terrific spirit, right? And it was great. And Ronaldo scoring the winner, it was special, right? But let's be honest now, Premier League, their last, 3 or 4 performances have been embarrassing. Yet they're still there. Because when you look at the point...
What do you mean they're still there?
Well,
within sniffing distance?
Yes, sniffing distance. 3 points, isn't it? I mean, that's the stupid thing about all these teams. There's so many of them, though, are in touching distance. Arsenal are in touching distance. Spurs are in touching distance.
The difference is with the teams you mentioned...
Everton are in touching distance.
The team you mentioned, Arsenal, Spurs and Everton, right? Yes, they are. But United have got a much bigger and better squad than the team.
Of course they have. I just mentioned the bench they had the other night.
Yeah,
I mean,
I heard you talking to Darren about it on Monday.
The bench to die for. Every other team, just about, in the Premier League, would love a starting 11 with them in. Some of the players that were on the bench, with Lingard, with Sancho, with Van der Beek. Pogba. I mean, you can go on and on. Frightening. I mean, they can't even get in.
That's part of the problem, is there's too many good players in that side. And then you start putting players in out of position. You start putting players in. I mean, I've never been a fan of playing 2 holders, Fred and McTominay. I just don't get that, because as soon as you do that, you're taking out another position.
I still don't think he knows his best player to go in that position. Can't he just go to Carrick and say, right, you played this position so well. I said this yesterday to Aid. Who do you think's our best 2 in that position? Just tell me and I'll do it. Because at the minute, I'm not getting it right. Whether I pick Matic, whether I pick McTominay, whether I pick Fred, whether I put Pogba in that deeper. The only one who hasn't had a chance, really, in starter games is Van der Beek. He's the only one who's not been given an opportunity, really, to a proper chance to play in that position. He might be the answer. We don't know. Because he keeps going back to the same. McTominay and Fred.
Let's put it out there to you lot, United fans and football fans. You can have your say. What's expected now from your club, Manchester United, if that is, of course, the club you support? It looks like, I mean, last night we were hearing that Antonio Conte was being sounded out, but it looks like today that the board supposedly, listen, we don't know, we're just getting sniffs, but it looks like they're going to stick with Solskjaer. So United fans and football fans, you can have your say. 08717 223344.